Thank you. Thank you. You got me, man. I'm not going anywhere. All right. All right, I'll come back out when they open the gate, okay?
There you have it. President Biden saying he's not going anywhere while addressing the crowd filled with military families at the White House 4th of July barbecue event. Biden working hard to reassure Americans that he's capable of another 4 years in office following his debate debacle last week. His biggest rival, former President Trump, already challenging him to a second round. But will it be Biden that makes it to the next debate stage? Here now to weigh in, Mark Halperin, political analyst, and Mark Williams, also with us, a Republican strategist. We'll get to this new challenge by Trump in just a bit, but first, Mark Halperin getting what could be some very big news from some sources that could make the debate challenge irrelevant anyway. Mark, what are you hearing?
Emma, I want to be careful in how I phrase this, but 4 senior sources in the Democratic Party, some on Capitol Hill, some senior officials in the Biden campaign, no longer believe that Joe Biden will be the Democratic nominee. They don't believe any additional pressure will need to be applied. They don't believe it depends on how well he does in his interview with ABC News today. These officials have been largely shut out from deliberations, believing that Joe Biden had put himself in effectively a metaphorical bunker with his family, no longer relying on key political aides, key political colleagues who he's relied on for decades. And their belief is that eventually, maybe within a week, maybe sooner, that Joe Biden will say he's not going to be the Democratic nominee. The widespread expectation from these sources that Kamala Harris will be the nominee of the Democratic Party with Joe Biden's support. 2 questions I don't know the answer to yet. The timing. This is not something Joe Biden has told people. This is something these sources believe is inevitable now, and that includes people who are his close political advisors. And I can't tell you if he plans to step down from the presidency, or if he will step down from the presidency, or simply say he will not be the party nominee.
Wow. By the way, 2 major looming questions, but Halperin, we'll just stay with you because this is big news. Other networks are now discussing this possibility. It's different than what we heard less than 24 hours ago in the clip we played at the start of this interview, where President Biden was digging in, saying that he would stay on the ticket. We've heard from Jill Biden and Hunter Biden. They both wanted him to stay at the top. So where is this call ultimately coming from? Who's making that decision?
Well, they are, and they've not reached this conclusion yet. But people around him who he would be wholly reliant on to go forward as a presidential candidate no longer believe that he will go forward. They believe that the overwhelming opposition to his nomination continuing from the financial community, from his own advisors, from leading Democrats on Capitol Hill, from governors, and from Joe Biden's longtime political colleagues. That wall of opposition is unimmutable. It's not going to change, and that the prospect of continuing to try to win this election under those circumstances, these sources believe, is impossible.